bullets are going to be flowing. The intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Florida Gators. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, this running back has been revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered each and every week. We see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. There he goes. Inside the 40. Past the 30. Inside the... into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running inside, it's Montgomery. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Jones to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down.
Job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Pryor. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. A take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to run for it. Past the 45. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Florida! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Setting up for the extra point and the top.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Here comes the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to run for it. Inside the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to a 27.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Gators in the hurry up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Might be changing the route. Jones wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll send out the kicker here. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Breaks into the open. Spins away from the defense. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldog! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside, it's Montgomery. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
On the move, it's Montgomery. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a third and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Calls his own number. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback will keep it. On his feet at the 40. Wide open spaces. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Gators racing to the line in a hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The offense changing the play. Jones to throw. Right on target this time. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Direct snap. It's Pryor. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Dogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll give to Frazier. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They feed him again. Thrust that arm out. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He is in. Touchdown, Georgia. That's his third touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Finds some fresh air. Makes it past the marker. Into the secondary on the right. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Jones wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Got it, looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. He gets a hand on it. As the Gators head for the locker room by the Watch the Live, that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 12 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Horned Frogs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Oh, better look out! Turning it on! Surges is across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. Now on the move. Could be an alley. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be no.
Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. And that one will give him the lead.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. That's reeled in, it's Humphreys. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Got a little grass. Past the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs! They are lining up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run.
Caught, and he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Gators will hustle to the line.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. They get him stopped after he picked up a 5 to the 28.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on third down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Gator! Back and forth they go as these two high-powered attacks continue to flood the end zone.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force-feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
Running inside, it's Frazier. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Frazier. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
On the ground, it's Phillips. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on to David. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Frazier again. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. And he got it! And how about this? All tied up in the waning moments, guys.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Jones wants to throw it. They're working that left side. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
They'll move the wide receiver. Direct snap. Pulled down for the tackle.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Florida. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Stockton. He's taking the deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
In this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for two right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Handoff for Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
On first down, Nate Frazier. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. It's complete on the right side. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Frazier. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Bob.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Dogs! They take the lead here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. 1st and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Wide receiver comes in motion. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Gators! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. He wants to change this route. Looking for the edge. It's Montgomery. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The Gators have pushed it inside the 20. Running inside, it's Brown. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. 3rd and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Fires left. Grabs it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. Touchdown, Florida! That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. The run inside. It's Frazier. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Play action. Working that left side now. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a 1st down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
To throw, it's Stockton. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! And the answer here in overtime.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass. The poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming 2-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go win it.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these 2-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
looking to throw. They don't get it. A great stop by the defense, and we will play a third overtime. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. They can't get it done on the two, and now they'll rely on the defense. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. He's looking to pass. That's it. That's the ball game. The 2-point try is a winner in OT. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State, a toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.